So Ubisoft X PlayStation Spiderman 3 first leak, and how long is it going to take you to finish Astrobot? Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, have you pre-ordered Astrobot or not? The game comes out later this year in September, and I'm wondering who here has pre-ordered the game like myself. So comment below, yes or no, if you've pre-ordered Astrobot or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, how long is it going to take you to beat Astrobot? So Astrobot comes out later this year in September, obviously, and I'm very excited to play this game just because of how amazing Astro's Playroom was. I'm also one of the people that fully played through the PSVR Astrobot Rescue Mission, and I really enjoyed my time with that game as well. I think there's something special about how they managed to pull off a platformer in VR. Since then, there's obviously been other developers that have managed to do other interesting VR platformers as well, but I feel like Astrobot is something special when it comes to platformers in VR. Astrobot Rescue Mission was a sizable game on its own. That game had about 25 levels in the game, and this is without including the challenge levels, which I think there was another 25 to 26 of those that you unlock when you find the chameleons hidden within each of the main levels. Then you have, of course, Astro's Playroom, and that game had about 16 levels. So now taking in those numbers, you've got to think about how big is Astrobot that's coming out later this year. That game has now been revealed to take about 15 to 20 hours to complete, which I haven't really seen mentioned much anywhere. This came from a Tech & Co interview with the studio where they revealed that time frame, and this also makes sense because there are about 80 levels in this game. Again, take in that Astro's Playroom had 16 and Astrobot Rescue Mission had about 25. This tells you how big this Astrobot game is. 80 levels. This is just for all those people that feel like Astrobot isn't worth its price, which is crazy on its own considering how many people buy every Mario game, every side-scrolling Mario game, and those games are priced around what Astrobot is, and some of them are priced higher. So 15 to 20 hours, that's a sizable game, but honestly for me, I feel like if the game was 10 hours, that would have still been great and would have probably released much earlier instead of taking 4 years. It took 4 years to make this Astrobot game. I think we should start allowing developers to produce smaller sized games with extras that extend the playtime, and those games will release earlier and their sequels will release earlier, and obviously with sequels, gameplay improves after gaining consumer feedback and we get better games in the end at a faster rate, more iteration, more different types of games. Waiting 5 to 7 years for a sequel that probably has older mechanics, I think that needs to change. We need to change that in this generation. We're seeing so many Souls-like games right now. Why do you think that's the case? Because they were jumping on a trend from years ago and they're all just ready to release in the last couple of years. That was a bit of a tangent, but you guys get my point hopefully. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now diving into the second story of the video, Spider-Man 3 first leak. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Marvel's Spider-Man 3 hasn't been officially announced yet, but footage and images of the game have reportedly leaked online over the weekend, showcasing a very early build of the sequel. Back in December 2023, developer Insomniac Games suffered a major ransomware attack that resulted in a number of leaks regarding in-game development projects, including Marvel's Wolverine and various as of yet unannounced titles. Regarding Marvel's Spider-Man 3, we're not going to post any of the leaked content here, obviously, but the images seemingly showcase Cindy Moon/Silk swinging across New York City. The character appeared towards the end of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 when Miles' mom invites her partner, Albert Moon, to dinner. He also brings his daughter over, who is, as you've probably guessed, Cindy. The gameplay footage is obviously very early in development and utilizes previous assets, so it's not at all representative of what Marvel Spider-Man 3 will look like when it eventually ships. So this was pretty interesting to see over the weekend, but again, I've checked out the supposed leaks and it's not as exciting. It's pretty much a reskinned Spider-Man character moving around in incomplete New York City. Obviously, what's interesting in this is that it's Silk that we see, which makes me wonder if the next Spider-Man game will include 3 playable characters, maybe 4 playable characters: Peter, Miles, Cindy, and Venom. Is that what we're going to see? Either way, it's not a shocker that Insomniac is obviously working on Spider-Man 3, but you guys let me know if you've seen the leaks or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, Ubisoft x PlayStation. Reading from Fandom Wire, God of War creator David Jaffe is on Sony yet again. Recently, Ubisoft Forward 2024 happened, and it was an absolute blast for fans. From a new Star Wars Outlaws teaser to some exciting updates on Assassin's Creed Shadows and many more. This highly anticipated event won everyone's hearts, including Jaffe's as well. Despite being a part of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Jaffe has always been skeptical about PlayStation and its tactics. Previously, we saw how he praised Xbox after the huge games showcase, and now it's time for Sony to get some advice from the veteran yet again. The latest Ubisoft Forward was held on June 10th, 2024. After some mouth-watering updates, Jaffe couldn't hold himself from sharing his feelings about the event. On his official X handle, he has stated that the conference was fantastic. He even went to praise Star Wars Outlaws and its idea of bringing open world adventure up to modern standards. He also loved Assassin's Creed Shadows, with multiple exciting updates being announced, and as every time, Jaffe has a bit of advice for PlayStation. This time too, he did have one as well. Here's what Jaffe advised the highly popular console company. Hey PlayStation, here's how you compete. Open the checkbook, buy Ubisoft. So, you know, I don't really see Sony wanting to buy the entirety of Ubisoft. It seems that what they like to do is buy smaller studios, and outside of that, focus on their first party, obviously, and outside of that, work with third-party developers to produce games under the PlayStation Studios banner, getting more games like, Rise of the Ronin or Stellar Blade, stuff like that. If they did buy Ubisoft, though, that would be obviously a big addition to PlayStation Studios, because then you would have Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, the new Star Wars games, The Division, etc. A whole lot of franchises and games coming out for PlayStation. But you guys let me know if you think PlayStation should buy Ubisoft or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "It is a new week." New week, new potential leaks, new potential rumors, new potential gaming news. As always, a new week is exciting. So if you're excited for the new week, destroy the comment section with "It is a new week." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.
Or become an unstoppable thief.